Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Sky Wars. You may be asking why I'm still on this horrible server, and I'm personally asking myself that too, but it's like there's not anything I can actually do. Because I did not want to be on the server again. I wanted to leave and just wait until I'm on Hypixel again, which is in like 4 days. So I could just wait, and no, I don't have that terrible of an attention span that I just had to upload a video just for that rush in my blood. Instead, it's because I just... Wait, I gotta kill this guy! Alright. It's instead because the algorithm would just actually hate me if I uploaded for so long and then it just didn't upload for no reason. It would just completely exclude me out of everything, and I don't want that because my videos are actually starting to get like recommended and stuff. Where are you? Oh god. Die! I have full maxed out armor, what are you doing? Anyway, I'm not even gonna cut out like actual hackers in this game because I'm just too lazy to do anything now. So yeah, enjoy this masterpiece of a video. I'm gonna be telling a story that happened a few days ago, and as you may tell from the title, it's not that important. Seriously, it's just, I didn't even save it for Hypixel. This is like a story just for nothing. Alright, I'm just gonna say it. Well, a few days ago, basically, I was in English, and every month we all have this thing where we just create. Can you just come here? Yeah. Yeah, alright. You can't... It's not how fishing rods work in this version. What? He didn't even hit... Anyway, a few days ago we were all in English and we had this thing where every month we have to read a book that's selected on a genre that is selected. This one's like disabled kids or something. So basically, I never read the books. That's what ChatGPT is for. I just put it on ChatGPT right before the class, like main characters and whatnot, because we have to write like an essay for it after that. That describes the book pretty well. So I just put it in ChatGPT. It's made for that. How are you still clutching? What? Die! And basically, I put it in ChatGPT and it's spew out something about teenagers and going through puberty and handling their issues or something. And I believed it. That sounded like a children's book about disabled people. So I started writing. Class started and I started writing, and my teacher was like, alright, you're gonna have to include the author name and stuff like that, so if you don't have that, time to include it now. And can you come down here, please? I want to end this game. Die. Bow. Spam. No. I'm still here. Oh, thank you for... What? Alright. And I started writing, and my teacher was like, alright, you have to include the author. And because I didn't have the book, she told me like, oh, you can use your phone, just search up the author. Anyway, so I searched up this just like giant database of books where there's like all the information about the book, not like literally all, not the story, because that would kind of defeat the point of actually buying a book. But it's like author, who published the book, what company, and stuff like that. And so I searched that up for information because I didn't know anything. What? Alright, I'll take it, I guess. Alright, so I searched it up, and I got a small glimpse of the description of the book, like the story, what's it about. And that's when I realized that ChatGPT just lied to me. Straight up lied, just made up something completely. It was not even remotely true what it made up. Like, what? What? Can you please be accurate? Die. Just die. Alright, I'm gonna loot this chest meanwhile you're in the water. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, I'm just gonna... I'll fight it out. I'll knock you in the void. Or not. Just die. Yes. Alright. So, I searched it up and the description was just not even remotely close. It was like, and I couldn't even take it from the description because the description was like 2 sentences. It was not worthy. Alright, I gotta get out. Will he heal or they're sorting their stuff. I'm gonna block off your water. Yeah. Oh. Alright, I'll take it, I guess. And so I had to go off that 2-sentence description. It didn't even like spoil what happened in the book, because then it would defeat the point of buying that book. So I had to write a 200-word essay, which is not that bad, to be honest, so I was kind of lucky, but it's still pretty bad from 2 sentences that don't even explain the book properly. So I just started brainstorming. I told my friend, oh god, I'm screwed. I had nothing to work with. It was terrible. So I kind of just wrote something about my personal opinions, mostly because I actually didn't know how the book ended. So I just, yeah, I liked this book because, I didn't know. There was like, this autistic girl or something something happened to her, and then tragedy struck, and horrible things happened, and I didn't know what the horrible things were, and they didn't say it, because obviously they don't want to spoil the book. Can you just be distracted? Alright, whatever, I'm not even gonna cut that out, I gotta finish. Anyway, I didn't know how the book ended, so I just looked into the hashtags, and there was like, hashtag dead family, hashtag dead parents, and I was like, yeah! Alright, that sounds really bad out of context, but trust me, it's good, it's good. So I looked at it, was happy, because I knew how the book ended. I mean, not how the book ended, but how the tragedy was. So I wrote something about dead parents and how she was coping with that, and alright, I'll just let you all sort it out. I don't want to get involved. Hey. Right. So I just wrote, yeah, something about her parents dying, and she was sad, and worked it out. Why do you keep mining the chests? No! Leave my chests alone! Let me get those skills. First of all, die. Yeah. Alright. You too. Oh wait, you're the guy who plays TNT. Why are you fighting me for pickaxe? Alright, I don't care. So I wrote something about the dead parents, and 200-word essay about how I like the book, because some reasons I made up. Die while you're opening that chest. Die! Did I already die? Yes. And I just wrote the 100-word essay. I thought it was just trash, horrible. I was gonna get failed, expelled. And then my teacher came back with the results, and I got an A? Like, what? How? How is that even possible? I did horribly. On my these book reports, I got like, not terrible grades, I got like B's. Alright, I'm not even gonna do an exam, I'm gonna finish. I got like B's and stuff, which is not bad, but it's not that great. And on the one book that I actually made up, I got an A. This is rigged. Alright, anyway, bye, subscribe.